Tonight. My name is Trevor Post. Christmas just passed. We're a couple days away from New Year's, right? And that means New Year's resolutions. Anyone have New Year's resolutions figured out yet? 2018 was actually the first year that I ever kept my New Year's resolutions. I had two resolutions coming into 2018. Number one was to do comedy more, which I accomplished. Thank you. Thank you. I've got to perform with all of these talented folks. I actually performed more than 50 times this year. And I'm just self-aggrandizing right now, but thank you. I appreciate it. My other New Year's resolution coming into 2018, though, and I know you're not going to like this, was to stop drinking hard liquor. Yeah, it was actually 1 year ago, Christmas Eve, or actually really early into the hours of actual Christmas morning, that I got so drunk at the Oasis that a good friend of mine had to drive me home. I was so drunk that I could neither communicate to him what my address was or that the window was locked on the passenger side. A Merry Christmas that was for me. A severe hangover to hang out with my kids with, and a literal lake of vomit in my car. And I realized that it just wasn't worth all the fun and blackouts and terrible hangovers. And so I resolved to stop drinking hard liquor, and I have done that for just a little bit over a year. But it's a slippery slope, though, because like a year into it, now I'm considering quitting drinking altogether, which I know is unpopular. And now that I don't have to like contend with like blackouts or terrible hangovers, what I really just can't handle about getting drunk now is the like world-changing revelations that I have when it happens. Let me tell you a story. A few weeks ago, I got good and drunk with a buddy of mine, James, actually. And I learned two things that night that shook my world to their very foundations. Number one is, did you guys know that the Golden Girls theme song has another verse? It's an entire goddamn song, you guys. I thought I knew all of it, and I don't. Well, I didn't. I do now. The second thing I learned that night that sort of like wrecked my life is, you guys know that song Torn by Natalie Imbruglia? Nothing's right, I'm torn. You know the one? That's not the original version. That's a cover. The original is done by a band called Edna Swap, and it's quite possibly one of the best songs in the world. It's this like amazing, like grungy anthem. It changed my life, and I just don't need that kind of fun in my life anymore. So I'm considering quitting drinking. If you're not drunk right now, you guys are sitting there like, I don't see what the big deal is. But the drunk ones here are like, what? That's crazy. So anyway, New Year's resolutions coming into 2019. I've already figured it out. I'm excited to start doing this in a couple days. My New Year's resolution going into 2019 is to begin dating again, to come out of retirement. Because I got divorced a few years ago, and ever since like very shortly after getting divorced, when I operated under this like insane delusion that I was just going to get out there and date and everything was going to be cool, I've retired myself from dating, and I've done that for nearly 3 years now. Don't applaud. It's nothing to applaud for. But like, sometimes you just gotta like listen to the universe, right? The number one reason that I'm like considering starting dating again in 2019 is my parents found out that doing stand-up is not gonna get me laid, and so they're threatening to stop babysitting my kids. And the other thing that like I said, you just gotta listen to the universe sometimes, because like the other thing that's convinced me to start dating again is greater than 50% of all online ads I see are for dating sites and dating services, right? You got your Tinder, your Bumble, your Grindr, your Craigslist. You got Match.com, eHarmony, Plenty of Fish, Farmers Only, JDate, Black People Meet, Christian Mingle, Black Jewish farmers who just want brunch. To renew the episode of Inside Baseball you guys are watching tonight, it's a real shame that Reiko Basic isn't here tonight to hear that. There's agnostic.com, you guys, which was super refreshing because I can say with confidence that that's the only site I've ever been on that I wasn't sure that I wanted to be there or not. But one dating site, one Facebook ad really took the cake the other day, you guys. Pagandating.com. I couldn't help it, you guys. I had to click it. I'm not a pagan. I'm actually not very religious at all. But I love Harry Potter, you know? And I was at a very like special formative age during the original run of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like, not that I'm looking for a teenage witch. I'm looking for a witch above the age of consent now, which is actually cool because they can be like 800 years old. No, but like, dating's just so like tiresome, honestly, right? Like, take Tinder. Tinder should be the simplest and like easiest to use dating service out there, right? For any of you who like live under a rock, it's very simple. You look at a picture of a person, maybe read a couple words. If you don't like it, you go left, and if you like it, you go right. Right? Sounds very simple. I am playing a sideways game on Tinder, you guys. I'm not falling for the shit. Super hot chicks, automatic swipe left. Do you espouse like hardcore leftist ideology on your Tinder profile? Automatic swipe right. Did you crop that picture so that I don't see your son in it? That's another swipe right. Do you like to travel? Well, enjoy your trip. Fuck you. Swipe left. Do you treat your dog like a human baby? Well, that gets a super like. Just to make sure that we're all creeped out. For the uninitiated, Tinder has this feature called Super Like, which is a surefire way to creep out a person, a stranger that you'd like to sleep with. Check it out sometime. No, but like, it's not just the like technology, but it's like the people that make dating complicated, right? Like, I hear a lot of women say stuff like, you know, I just want to date a nice guy, right? Which is bullshit, because that's like saying, I just want to date someone who doesn't abuse me physically or emotionally. Which, like, honestly should be the baseline for anybody, right? But like, it would almost be a breath of fresh air to like talk to a woman who's just like, I want to find a guy with a cool car and a big dick, right? Just be honest with people. Here's my version of that, right? I'd like to meet a woman who fact checks articles before she shares them, and doesn't try to hit me with the multi-level marketing on the first date. Right? No, but the truth is, and see, I'm doing this bullshit too, because the truth is, if I was really being honest with you guys, I would tell you that I'm looking for a young woman who loves kids but doesn't have any of her own, and who has severe daddy issues. And that way, she can babysit my kids, and I can help her work through the daddy issues, right? Sounds perfect. Right? Win-win, exactly. Lynn, come on you. All right, before I go, you guys, this is actually the last time I'm performing in 2018, so I'd really like to thank you guys so much for being here tonight and supporting local comedy. That's like pretty much the coolest thing ever, so give it up for yourselves. It's amazing. I can't speak for anyone else performing tonight, but like, I think that's all I've ever really wanted, was like for people to see me and support me in doing something that I love and feel passionate about. It's like, when I was in high school, one or both of my parents came to every single like sporting event or marching band thing that my sister was involved in. And with that knowledge, you guys might find it just a little tiny bit hard to believe that neither one of my parents have ever once come to see me smoke pot and play Dungeons and Dragons. This is crazy. All right, well, thank you guys so much. This has been amazing. My name's Trevor Post. I hope you have a great night.